Hey everybody, how's everybody doing tonight? So I got a button here to turn the sound off. Let's try it again when we're feeling. Hello. Well, that's fun when things don't work. Hey, how's everybody doing tonight? Did you know that the secret to keeping people watching your videos isn't just about your content? It's your playlist. Let me show you how to turn your channel into a binge-worthy experience. Think about Netflix. Netflix literally plays the next video as soon as one's over. It's like, oh, hey, you might like this. And so, you know, we've talked about on the show before about end screens and how it's very important to have end screens. And you put blocks there. And one of the blocks I always put on mine is, here is a playlist. And then I'll put, like, you know, best for you, that type of thing. So that's the kind of stuff I do. And a playlist is a great way to keep people watching your content. Say, hey, let's watch this. Let's watch this, y'all. So I'm going to demonstrate tonight. I'm gonna demonstrate how to create a playlist. And some of you guys already know how. I'm sure you do. But you never really thought about how important it really could be. See, playlists are essential to improving watch time and viewer retention. You know, they can guide viewers through a curated journey of your content. Do you want them to go on a journey with your content? I do. I want them to keep watching my stuff. Why? Because it keeps them on my channel and they watch more stuff. And that's YouTube's goal. YouTube's goal is keeping people watching your content on your channel. And so, you know, we'll talk, you know, we're going to talk here in a sec about how to select a theme for your playlist. You know, make sure it aligns with your channel. And, you know, you got to keep it focused and relevant to your audience. So let's go. I'm going to crank up here and we're going to say that I probably don't have everything quite like it should be. I've had an interesting night. My wife's out of town, which is fine. She's having a good time. And so I was babysitting tonight, and my daughter works at a salon, and she had some hair appointments that went late. So I knew I was going to be 9:15 going on. I started to push it to 9:30. I kind of wish I had now. I'm glad that you guys have shown up anyway. It's probably past some of your bedtimes, right? You stick with me, though. I do appreciate it. So let us see if I can get my act together, and we'll go make a playlist. All right? So if my Chrome sharing button works, nothing wants to work quite right now. That's okay. We'll make this be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Here's a Chrome share. Let's see. There I am. I'm here. Yay. Okay, cool. It's working. I love when it works. You know, I see more options. Okay, I want more options. You know, I may have to go to the video settings. It's one of those nights where I'm having one of those nights. It's okay. There we go. All right, cool. Now it's better. All right, so back to the show. All right, so let's go. Here we are. This is my channel, such as it is, and we're gonna go make a playlist. Why did it close up like that? I don't know. What's it doing? Why are you doing what you're doing? Stop it. Stop it. Okay, that's okay. When things go crazy, you just go with it, right? Not sure what's going on. What's going on? It's one of those nights, y'all. We're going to be all right. It's going to be okay, right? Tell me it's going to be okay. Tell me it's all right. Okay. So for some reason, other Google's talking to me right now. Why? Why are you talking to me? Okay. Dashboard. Got my little window there. It's totally in the way. Okay, so here's my channel. Boost your views and playlists. Yeah, all right. So here's some playlists I already have. Now, granted, these aren't amazing playlists. These are like all my playlists I have out there. So, so you're gonna see some that are private. Like I have my morning thoughts. That's not private, but it's out there. And then the Troublemaker show. And we'll stop it before it plays. So this is a playlist. Basically, every time I have an interview on the show, that winds up being part of the Tech Troublemaker podcast, Tech Troublemaker show podcast. And so I will add that. So, and the other thing is that you need to kind of go through and you need to sort these things. So I'm going to go and we're going to go edit this playlist. And then I'm going to see what the heck that was all about. Stop it! Everything's going crazy. This is what happens when you just have a day like this. All right, so let's go. By the way, I have a newsletter. And if you go to subscribe.techtroublemaker.com, you can sign up for my new newsletter. It's getting ready to come out. So if you've ever signed up before, I kicked you out. I'm sorry. It was because it just got complicated. And so I thought I'd give everybody a new start in case you decided anyway you didn't really want to be here. Anyway. Okay. All right. Content. So, playlist. All right. So these are the playlists that I have on my channel. I really need to zoom in here. I'm going to tell you, I appear to be off the rails, and I am thinking I may want to call this, you know? I think I'm going to call this. I'm not going to stop the show, but what I'm instead going to do is I'm not going to do this topic justice, and so I'm now going to just stop. You know, I'm just going to stop. I'm having tech issues. I'm having all kind of crazy stuff happening, so we're just going to stop. You know what we're going to do? We're going to unmirror, first of all. There. We're just going to stop. And we're going to say hi to you guys. Wow, even everything is falling apart. It's okay. It's not a problem. Shout out. Let's say hi to everybody that's out here. All right, you guys showed up. I want to say hi to you guys. It's Awesome Fun Things. Matt Haas, who has told me, yeah, this live stream is not in a playlist yet, but it will be. Well, actually, it is in a playlist. It's in my YouTube tips and tricks. Yeah, my how-to for YouTube. Matt Haas has told me one time. He says if you make a video, it needs to be in a playlist. So those are the words of Matt Haas. And by the way, Matt says he was first, and Stuart said he was fourth. And then Philip says, hi, how you doing? Laura says she was second. My two puppies here are going to be fourth and fifth and sixth. Yeah. Tall boy. Hey, I didn't see. Did you do the show? Did you do the remote? I mean, the rewind show tonight? I just didn't see it. Yeah, the wife's way cats better not play. And you are not babysitting. It's your child you're parenting. No, I was babysitting because it's my grandchild. So I think technically I can say I'm babysitting. Usually Donna and I tag team our grandchild. And so we'll both sit on the couch, take turns. We take turns changing diapers, take turns getting food ready. So, you know, hey friends, tall boys, Stuart, Laura, fish stick on a homemaking. Yep. I'll give you my Luigi off the rails overlay. This is probably done question, but our playlist are of videos you have created, of videos you've saved for yourself. So you can make public or private playlists. You can say, for example, hey, you know, Nate Black made a great video this week, and I could make a playlist that has videos that I think are amazing. And by the way, you know, stuff you can learn from. And so you can make playlists of other people, content from other channels, or it could be exclusively just your content. Yeah, Tallboy says, I agree. All videos should be in a playlist. Create a respective category. Oh, I missed that grandchild comment. You're right, you're babysitting. Oh, but it was a pleasure. She's amazing. She's my favorite granddaughter, but she's my only granddaughter, so that therefore she gets to be my favorite. She'll have to be my favorite oldest granddaughter, should I ever have more. So, yeah, so that's yeah, it was fun. You know, I enjoy it. She's awesome. She is. Combination of both. You can make public and private. Yeah, the private ones are for yourself. So yeah, I mean, let's see if I can make this work. I do want to talk about playlists because I was all prepped and ready. Here's my Chrome share. Okay, so these are playlists that I have. Let's move this bar out of the way. Man, I'm having some weird thing going on. All right, so like for example, I have the how-to tips and tricks. This is my. Bump it up again. There we go. So I created a playlist called How to YouTube Tips and Tricks and Lessons Learned. So these are really are my tips and tricks and my lessons learned. So this is so this live stream is in that podcast. It's in that playlist. And then I have the Tech Troublemaker show, and I have this one classified as a podcast. So you make a playlist, you take your videos that you are consider a podcast, and you can say, hey, this is a podcast. Hey, John Lacey, we'll catch up with you here in a minute. I take my shorts. I always put the shorts in a playlist called Shorts because I just don't know what to do with them. That is probably not the best. When I was doing my morning thoughts on this channel, I did them here. The problem is though, a playlist with so many things in it is too complicated for people to watch. So I recommend having 25 or less. So I recommend having 25 or less videos in a playlist. If you can narrow it down to 10, that's even better because that's great for your audience. You know, yeah, nobody's going to want to watch, in my case, 25 videos of me. I'm just saying, unless I were doing a comedy show. Interesting to me. So it is a public playlist. It could be private. This is stuff that I put stuff that I like. Nobody's going to watch this, but I'll still make it public because it's not something I'm hiding. How-tos and tutorials. So that's where I have my how-tos and tutorials. Best of John Coltrane. I listen to YouTube music, and so I don't know why that playlist is public. I guess I made it. I have a funeral music instrumental one. I'm gonna delete that podcast. That playlist. Okay, and then I had my Journey to 1,000. That was kind of like a best of when I was on the path to get to 8,000 subscribers. Tech reviews and unboxing videos. So I will do an unboxing video and I'll put it in that category. And then this is a playlist that I'm sad about because I was going to literally do content for 30 days in December and it just didn't work out. My dad in the hospital, Christmas, everything. So it just didn't work out. It was a goal. So anyway, the point being is that all these playlists that I've made. Now, you can go and make a new playlist very easily. I can go right here and say create a new playlist. And my head's in the way, so hang on. Let me go move my fat head out of the way. Go over there, Roy. All right. So you click right here and say create. Now, what would a playlist be that you want to create? I'm going to say let's create a new playlist. Okay? And then what I want the topic to be. So this is I'm going to create a playlist called Creator Therapy. And these are our videos on dealing with the challenges of being a content creator and trying not to lose your mind. So along the way. Escape along the way. So there we go. All right. So that's my playlist, and I'm gonna hit create. And then I find the easiest way to add stuff to the playlist. There's many ways to do it, but my favorite way to add stuff to a playlist is, let me go move my fat head out of the way again. I'll put me over here. All right. I find the best way is to go to your channel and go back to your I'll go back to studio, and then I will go to content, and then I will pick videos that I think are part of the content. So this one is this video right here is part of that series. And so I can go into it, and then I can go and say, hey, let's go add it to a playlist. I can do it this way. There's multiple ways to do it, but I can go here and say I want to add it to my creator therapy series. Click OK. Oh, sorry. Cancel. I don't want to make sure you hit save. Okay. Yes, I probably could, John. That's a good question. I need to try that. John, that's a brilliant idea. I love that idea so much, what you just said. That I think I'm gonna have to pursue that. So here's another video that I think is part of that series, but I didn't make a thumbnail for it. But I'm gonna say it's part of my creator therapy series, and then I'm gonna go up here and save. And if you look at the descriptions, I have put a hashtag creator therapy in those videos, so I know which ones. I can go here and say creator therapy. Creator, unless I'm spelling something wrong. Creator. Why no come up? It should be hitting. Oh, let me go here, and it could be because of the limit on how many hashtags it'll recognize. So if I get too many hashtags, it won't recognize them. So, and then I'll have like the ones, this refocus video here, and I'll go it. And so I'll go and I'll pick the ones that I think should be part of a playlist. So I'll put it's part of the creator therapy series. I'll save that. I got this one. It's also creator therapy series. So I'll go through these and I'll set them up, and I'll say this is part of the creator therapy series. So I'll add that as a playlist. I'll hit save. Okay. And I think there's one other. This was also part of the creator therapy series. And there's the easier way to do it, but right now I'm having some challenges, so I'm just gonna go with this way. There is a way where you can literally go pick the videos and add them in. So I'm say done. Okay, so those are all the videos in my creator therapy series. Now that I have that, I can go to customization, and I can go home tab, and here I can pick which playlist I want featured on my homepage. Yeah, I have used that, John. I don't know why. I like to mix it up. So I'll go here. So I'll click on the add section, and I'll click this button, and I will say add a single playlist, and I'll click on creator therapy. And so now creator therapy is at the bottom, but I want to move it up higher to the top. So sometimes it won't let me move it, so I'll just have to go like this and drop it. And hello, and my mouse is not scrolling. There we go. All right, so I'll go here and I'll grab these little lines right here, and I drag it where I want. You know, the 30 days of content creation didn't go so well, so I'm gonna move it down. All right, so my scroll is even acting weird tonight. Hey, how fun are we having here? So much fun. A single playlist, how to. So live now is there, and how to YouTube. Yep. Okay. Single content creator meetups, popular videos, tuck trailers, analytics deep dive, upcoming live streams. I'd probably want to move that up. I thought it was at the top already. Okay. But anyway, so I'd go, and then when I'm done, I'd go over here and hit this publish button. And, you know, before I do that, let's go to my channel, and I'll show you what it looks like before I hit the publish button. So, my channel. So if I go here, so right here you see how to creator meetups, popular videos, Troublemaker, deep analytics, 30 days of content creation. Yeah. So I'm going to go here, and I'm going to hit publish. And then click on view channel. And so now you'll see I've moved it around. So I have like live now and YouTube tips, tricks, lessons learned, content creator meetups, popular, creator therapy series. So I've created the creator therapy series. May need a playlist for the green screen. Yes, I may need a playlist for that. And then, the other part though is so I can go and click on this, and then it's going to pick a thumbnail from the top video. And I can go here and rearrange these videos, so I can decide which one I want to be first. Have you ever watched so many videos about content creation, done so much research, so much bullet point or script writing? Playing down here. Okay. So I can go here and edit this. And I can also create a thumbnail specifically for this to make it stand out if I want. I can. And I can go here and move these around. I can click on sort. I can sort by date added, oldest, most popular. Let's see. Oh, most popular would be the one I did with Florence. That video's got a lot of views. I'm kind of sad though because people aren't, the average view duration for it's not very long. Yes. Okay. So let's go back to the shout outs, guys, and see everybody. There's a lot of comments I missed here. Let's catch up, Roy. Lots of people, lots of good stuff. Yeah. So is there a way? Extra cool. Is there a tip or way that once you categorize the playlist, like for the visitors to my channel? Exactly. That's the answer. You should categorize them for the viewers of your channel. What would I want to see if I went to a channel that was just like mine? What would I want to see first? Would I want to see the things that have been the most popular? Maybe you want to have a list that's your most popular videos. That's your playlist, and it shows up top. But you go and you organize it by what you think will draw people's attention to your channel. And that's the methodology that I use. Is I'll think, what is it? John says, I did a stream about YouTube features including playlists. I forgot that by sharing YouTube Studio that people would see my private playlist. And now we know that John watches a lot of cat videos. It's true. Yeah, I want to create categories. Let the viewer decide if they're interested based on categories. Yeah. Call you live. Lots of brave shares and love your all. You're just gonna see. Yeah, I'm here. So, for example, I have a playlist for my word of the day segments, another for iOS topics, CES. Anyone interested can go to the respective category and watch all the content there. Very cool. I am learning the power of playlists. You say 10 or so for a viewer-friendly playlist. Yes, I don't recommend having. So, I mean, I've seen playlists. So, I have a playlist that has 187 videos. Why? Because I just didn't know how to categorize them. Nobody's watching that playlist. When I go look at my analytics, we'll go look at my analytics here in a minute. And you'll say, oh, well, there's only one playlist anybody's even paying any attention to. So it makes a lot of sense to not put 1,000 videos. I would just pick, if you do like a playlist like my best stuff, the best of maybe have a best of playlist. Put your top 10, top 15 videos in there. You could do 20. I don't think 20 is outrageous. Your goal is that somebody's going to click on your playlist and they're just going to keep watching the videos like potato chips. And if you're lucky enough that they click that playlist on their TV set, if they're watching your channel on their TV, you're probably getting free watch time. They're probably in the kitchen cooking, fixing a dish like you would be, and they're just letting it play like background noise. Now, that's not what I made the videos for, but if you're trying to make the YouTube gods happy, then they're excited because people appear to continue to be watching your videos even though they're just in the kitchen doing their things. Yeah. I need to add a few fresh playlists. Yes, you should periodically go through and would all the playlists come with a customized name? Yes, you create the name, you name it what you want your playlist to be. There are some default playlists that YouTube gives you. And we can go look at that here in a sec. But yes, you want to come up with a name. Can you set up Stream Deck buttons to move your camera between four corners? I gotta think there is. I'm gonna play with that, John. You got me very curious. If I figure that out, I think it's worth a video. I think that would be a good video to do. Really, I made this YouTube short about adding other people's videos to your playlist, and every few weeks somebody else finds it. I assume most people would have already known. Hey, if people are clicking, that's fine. It's great. Hopefully they're finding it and getting value out of it. I have no idea if anyone ever uses it, but I have a latest content playlist on my channel profile, and I add every new video to it. 105 views at the top of the right. That's pretty good, John. I think that's really good. Talk about it makes sense. So, out of curiosity, how many videos do you have in each one of your categories? We could go look. Might need a playlist for the puppet green screen extravaganza. Yes, that's true. Yes, I probably will. Howdy. My Morning Ha says 942 videos because I've done 942 shows. Yes, that is true. Should there be a limit to how many videos in your playlist? Yes, there should probably also be a limit to how many playlists, because who's going to keep scrolling to look at all your playlists? I really think the top 4, whatever they can see on the screen. So let's go look. Let's go. Here we are. And we go view channel. And here. So I landed on the page, and the only playlist I see, and you're not seeing it because I'm not sharing right now. Let's go back to sharing, Roy. Okay, thanks. Yeah, here we go. So when you click on it, this is what you see. You only see, you only see 3 playlists. So right now, this playlist is a default. You can get rid of it if you don't want it to show what's live now. But the point is that it only shows those top ones. So you got to figure out how to catch it. The other part is if people hover over your videos, not here, but on the home, we got here videos here, and hover, they'll start playing. So, granted, the sad part here is videos doesn't do the playlist thing. Excuse me for a minute. Very sorry, I suddenly felt the need to cough, and my throat just said, I'm going to dry up on you. Cool. Anyway, see right here, for me, this is bad because I have all these morning thoughts videos, and that takes away from my channel. So I'm not getting the value there of that. Let's go back to shout out. I'm going to cough again. I'm sorry. I forgot to bring a water bottle. So, yeah. So anyway, so you want to put that stuff together by, limits and such. And it continues to grow based on the categories. It can, but there's a limit. Nobody's ever going to watch all the videos in a playlist, I don't think, unless it's by accident. I have joked, if you want to help my channel a few times, go click on one of my bigger playlists and just go to bed and let it just keep playing, but it will stop. So some people do like just some noise playing in the background. You'd be surprised how long they like long content and large playlists. Yeah, I have no limits, but to each his own. I saw someone do a playlist that came up as a course. As you watch videos, it would say percentage of the course complete. Yes, there is an option to turn a playlist into a course. Let's go playlist. All right, so there is a way to turn playlist into a course. Let's go to YouTube Studio. Let's share Chrome again. There we go. Chrome share. All right. Content, playlists, and for example, here's where you can set it, where you say set as a playlist. I think once you're monetized, you have an option to turn one into a course, turn a playlist into a course, and it winds up being an option that you have. I don't seem to have it right now. So, yeah. And here is the other way you can go in and edit the playlist. You go details, you go to videos. You can edit in YouTube. Analytics. So this will show you the analytics for a playlist. So this playlist has 39.2 hours of watch time. Now this is not views from the playlist, it's total views for the videos in the playlist. So, yeah. Ta-da. Yep, nothing's working. So that's good. Fun. Ta-da. All right. Ah! I watched videos and fell asleep late at night, but hey, I pushed the creator viewing numbers. Yeah. Here's the funny thing. I will leave a video playing, and I'll come back next morning, and I've got something that has nothing to do with the video I left playing. Now I'm watching videos about programming. I don't know what that's about. Other people's videos I want to keep forever are in a private playlist I created and named Freaking Invisible Videos. Yeah. The podcast, yes, the podcast playlist needs their own square 3,000 pixel by 3,000 pixel artwork. Yes. So I do have, if I go back and go to my podcast playlist here, I did go and make a 300 by 3,000 by 3,000 pixel image for it. So that's where that came from. I did in Canva. I said, make these, So, yep, that's what I do. You're not seeing my screen because I'm not sharing again because my buttons aren't working on my Stream Deck. I blew something up. So anyway, here is my podcast playlist. So I turned this into a podcast playlist, and you'll see right here, I created a 3,000 by 3,000 pixel image to go there. So, ta-da! So, here's all my playlist. Interesting to me. I'm not sure, like I said, I may want to set my Coltrane playlist as private. I don't know. I love John Coltrane. Fantastic jazz, by the way. So, all right. Ta-da! David Hunt, how are you, sir? I watch. Hey. I started coughing too just because you did the power video. Next, I'll try yawning to get you guys all to yawn. We'll all test it. Hello, awesome fun things. Hello, Homemaker with Denise. Extra Roy, I've watched other people's channels playlist in entirety. Well, sometimes people will curate a fantastic playlist, and I do try to keep themes. I have had some playlists that made sense, and then I lost my way in the woods. Big Red. Hey, David. YouTube help. Currently, we're testing courses with limited group creators to ensure the best experience once that feature is made available more broadly. It was supposed to be released February of last year, and it wasn't. I literally made videos for a course I was going to do, YouTube 101 in income. I'm glad YouTube still doesn't have Are You Still Watching prompt. It does if you do the YouTube Kids. It does on YouTube Kids, by the way. It was the third option, says podcast. Yeah. Hey, everyone. It's Sammy Superstar. Hey, Sammy Superstar. Hey, Sammy. I even turned my content into a podcast for YouTube and Spotify. Podcast different show for YouTube for Roy to talk about. Yeah, that's true. Pierre Kelly, that's cool, tall boy. Yeah. Hey, David Hunt. We're all troublemakers when we tune in. Love it. That's right. I suspect YouTube courses will be in the Google Graveyard. So, well, I hope not. I'm actually signed up for a course on YouTube. It didn't cost any money, but they were supposedly going to be set to the point where you would be able to actually try to earn money from it. I don't know if they'll ever make a course anybody wants to pay for. Got to make yourself available when people are. Haven't gotten eyeballs on it yet, but it's available. It's true. We could go stalk Tall Boy's channel. Anyway, now. Yeah. Lab Tech Show. So here is playlist he's got for you. I did away with the for you line because I really didn't want people watching shorts, and I'm not sharing my screen again, so what's it even matter? All right, so we're on Tall Boy's channel. This is the Lab Tech Show. By the way, if you're not subscribed to the Lab Tech Show, if you like hearing about technology in a user-friendly, easy-to-understand way, Tall Boy does a fantastic job of explaining technology and why it matters to you. And so if that is content you're into, then you definitely need to go follow him. So he's got the For You. I got rid of the For You on my channel. Shorts, past live streams, videos. So, and then the other thing is, if you got people you like, you can feature them at the bottom as a list. So I have Tall Boy at the bottom of my list. So if we go and back to my channel, more channel. So here at the bottom here, I got the Lab Tech Show, Mommy Guide. I got Florence. I got Heather Just Crate and Dr. Elo. Heather's taking a sabbatical from creation, so I may remove her. And Dr. Elo, he hadn't done anything in a while. I saw something pop up, but he's been laying pretty low. So anyway, the key thing is to get people to just keep watching your channel and watching your videos. And so this is an opportunity for you to try to accomplish that. Yeah. Yeah, that was a problem I had. It also wanted to keep showing all my shorts, and I actually don't like my shorts. I don't have any short videos that I'm like, man, this is the best thing I've ever made. I hope everybody in the world watches it. Please watch these videos. I only do shorts because they do occasionally bring the boys to the yard. Anyway, no. Bring folks to my channel to look, and sometimes they'll subscribe. And so that's the only reason I do any shorts at all, but it's never amazing. I'm not happy. I don't like shorts. I'm just going to say it. I don't like the shorts. For you, it's interesting. Yeah, it tends to show me things from a while ago that I've not seen. Yep. Is there a premium option for people who give to the channel? Exclusive content per se? Yes. Once you get monetized, you have an option to turn on a way for people to join, not just subscribe, but join your channel for a fee, whatever you may charge. Some people charge really low fees. Some people charge crazy amounts. And you can have exclusive content that is only for your members that have subscribed to your channel. Is that something you should only do after you have? No, I would do it as soon as you're able, because there are people who are amazing and love to support you. And so do that. That's right, the short spring, all the boys to your yard. Yes, that's it. So I don't know, just thinking all the shakes bring the boys to the yard, and it just went through my head. So there we go. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, no buttons are working. Cool. I don't know what's up my Stream Deck. That's okay. It's probably because I changed profiles live. Probably doesn't like that. So I don't change profiles on the Stream Deck very often. I usually just do all new buttons every single show. And so I didn't do that today, you know. Now, some ways you can optimize your playlist. For one thing is you need to make sure you optimize your keywords and your titles and your descriptions in your playlist so that you make it discoverable for people. And then, you know, you need to create a custom thumbnail and give descriptions for the playlist. Mention how that, you know, it brings, I'm mentioning that it brings it all together for people. And then it is a great way. You then put links out there and share that playlist out to people so they see it. I have a WordPress plugin. So if I go to my TechTroublemaker.com site, and all right, come on. We can make this work. We can make it work. We can make it work. So this is my website. It's not the prettiest in the world, but I have a playlist, and it feeds into here so that my videos show up. And it's just a plug-in. So yeah, it has a plug-in, and so I use that plug-in to feature all the videos on my channel. So now, I want to tell you about this. I just mentioned it a while ago. If I could spell. If I could spell. Yeah, switch this tab. So anyway, if you go to subscribe.techtroublemaker.com, you can sign up for my new newsletter. It's going to start next week. I'm using ConvertKit. I bought it on a Black Friday special, subscribed, I should say. So I don't know if I'll be able to afford to keep going with it after this year runs out, but I want to get started with my newsletter again. And so I'm going to offer like AI prompts. I'm going to offer content creation tips. I'm going to offer interesting videos that I've seen. And I really want to make sure it's things that give you value. So if you are interested in that sort of thing, I would humbly appreciate it if you'd sign up for my newsletter. If you signed up for my newsletter before, I basically scrubbed the whole list because I haven't given you anything in forever. So you may not care to see my newsletter. And so I'm getting ready to start again. You guys will be the beta of my newsletter because it's going to be a little bumpy, I see. And yeah, so yeah, John, I probably need to update to the latest version of the latest version. Where's everything at? Stop doing what you're doing. Okay. Yeah, I probably need to update to the latest version of the Stream Deck software. Yeah, came out, so updated, came out spring clean. Cool. Yeah. I signed up. Thanks, John. Like I said, I hope I give you some value. Next week's episode, how do you get sponsorships? Do you have to have a huge following for that? You don't, actually. So, for example, probably the easiest way to do sponsorships is through affiliate links. So let's talk about that. So what are affiliate links? Like, for example, I use Ecamm, but you got to be a Mac user to use Ecamm. And if people subscribe with my affiliate link, then I get like a small percentage of the money they spend. It doesn't make your subscription cost any more at all, but I get a small commission for it. Also, I have a link. I don't have it in my description right now, but Epidemic Sound, I'm also have an affiliate link for that. So that's one way that you can make money. Another way you can do memberships through like Brain. Wow, this is one of those days. You can use like Buy Me a Coffee, or the one that starts with a P that suddenly my brain can't think of. I had it and it left. So hang on my cough again. I forgot how to stash a water bottle up here. Then the other part is then I have like, for example, and then, like, for example, I've done videos on my channel for Parallels, which is a virtualization software for Mac. And those guys reached out to me and said, hey, if you do a video, we might give you, Patreon. Thank you, John. My brain literally just said, da 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 da. Patreon. And I like Patreon. I think I may be moving back toward it. The other part, if you have Fourth Wall also has a way for you to do memberships there as well. I use Fourth Wall for my merch, and so I don't know. I need to find a landing place and stay there. That's the problem, is that I go and I look at stuff and I'll think, well, let me go over here and sign up for this so I can do a video about it and tell people here's how you use this product. And so I wound up scattered all over the place. I have no consistent plan. I do like Patreon. What I don't like about Patreon is that if you sign up on your iPhone, for those who have iPhone and use Patreon and sign up through Patreon, there's a big upcharge they have to add because of the Apple tax. That may change with Apple losing a lawsuit against Epic Games. We'll see. But right now there's like a 30% markup if you buy it through. So if you want to get the cheap way, you go through their website, Patreon, and sign up for a membership for somebody through Patreon directly. And that's cheaper for you, and more of the money goes directly to them. So that's a better thing. There's so many other ways to do it as well. But sometimes a company will reach out to you and say, hey, if you make a video about our product, we'll give you money, or we'll give you free product. Or, hey, if we ship you a free gadget. I had this for a while. I had people send me free stuff thinking I would do a video about it. I wasn't under any obligation to do the video because I didn't request the stuff, for one thing. And then the other part is I made it very clear, if you send me something, it's going to be an honest review, so you better be aware. Now, I have gotten products sent to me, and I started to do a video about it, and it was so bad that I did not do the video, because my thought process is, if you can't say something good, don't say anything at all. And so it wasn't my place to tar and feather a product that somebody had sent to me. So I haven't gotten any products in a while. They was going for a while, but I kept getting junk, and I'm like, look, you just got to quit. You just got to quit. But you will, from time to time, have people send you emails and say, hey, we want to sponsor, videos on your channel. I haven't had that in a while, but you could do it even as a small channel, because if you have a loyal fan base, like you amazing folks who put up with me even when I'm having an off day, I do appreciate that, by the way. Yeah, you show up. You guys are amazing. Mommy God made it. Mommy God made it. Yay, Mommy God. How are you? Yep. Shout out. Let's go. Let's see. Hey, Lala. She made it. Yeah. Okay. The way you kind of prime your audience members to remove ads even when they're yours. Yeah. Yes, that's true. Yeah. Patreon. Yeah. Patreon was what I was trying to remember. You do not have to be huge to do sponsorships. You don't. So, hey, Roy and friends. Absolutely watched earlier parts on replay. Hi, John. I think we probably all know one or two people who only do stuff if there's an affiliate commission for them. And that stuff impacts trust if you do it too much of it indiscriminately. Yeah, you'll notice I'm a terrible salesperson. I don't even hype. I have a merch store, and I don't even hype that. I figure if you want to buy stuff from me, you will. I'll mention it occasionally, but I don't. The newsletter's free. I'm not charging you anything. You're going to get some freebies out of it just by joining, because I am starting to put things in behind a paywall, just little handouts and stuff I'm doing. Like $1, that type of thing, or whatever you want to donate. But then, like, if you're in my newsletter, I'm just going to give it to you for free, because hey, you signed up for my newsletter. You're going to let me fill up your mailbox occasionally. It will not be more than once a week, I promise. And then you can unsubscribe. You say, Freud, this is drivel. I can't. And I would really appreciate it if I'm not putting out stuff in the newsletter that you have any interest in, please let me know. Yeah, like Tallboy. Tallboy got a hat. You need to make some little videos or overlays to advertise your. I know. I'm a terrible salesperson. The bright side is last year my business, Tech Troublemaker LLC, lost a lot of money, which saved me on taxes. The sad part is that I didn't have very much to show, so I really probably need to do a better job so the IRS doesn't think I'm doing this as a hobby. So, yeah. I mean, ideally, I'd love to break even on. I know I'll never get rich on YouTube. It's not the goal. The goal is to make enough money to break even, so I can buy gear. I can keep doing the show. Keep all the subscriptions I do that help make this show what it is. So anyway, next week's show is going to be all AI all the time. I'm going to be talking about ways to use AI to really help with your content creation. For example, I used ChatGPT tonight to help me make, earlier today actually, to make my thumbnail for the show. Now, did ChatGPT make the thumbnail? No, it did not. I made the thumbnail. But what I did is, you're probably paying for things like TubeBuddy or vidIQ, and they give you a rating on your thumbnails, and they say, oh, yeah, your thumbnail sucks, you need to fix it. I now use ChatGPT to do the same thing for me. So my plan is to let the TubeBuddies and the vidIQs go bye-bye when their times are up. I'm not going to pay and do it again. So, yeah. And good question here. Let's see this. Where is my... Man, I need to fix my buttons. I'll just show it here. I don't care. Ta-da! There we go. If companies send you are you obligated to do or say something positive towards it? Is there legal implication? No. If they just send you a product, look, first of all, you should never sell your soul. If you can't legitimately say nice things about a product, maybe you shouldn't say anything at all. Now, if it is a popular enough product and you are going to spare people misery by telling them, oh, I don't want to say a lot of bad stuff about this product, but I got to tell you, I do feel like it's not worth the money. I don't think it's worth the money. Tom Buck has an ethics page on his website that I love. And he's like, you can use it. It's free. And the ethics basically says, if you send me a product and I will ask me to make a video, I will make a video, but you have no control over what I say in the video. You just have no control. It's going to be my opinion, whatever I think about your product now. And Tom Buck's integrity is just amazing. He puts these things through their paces. So it's really cool to see a Tom Buck review of a product, especially when he loves it, because he goes into so much detail, way more than anybody really cares. Tom, I've watched entire videos of Tom reviewing a product that I knew I would never ever buy, but Tom does such a good job of reviewing that product that I have to watch the whole thing. Okay. But no, you have no legal, unless you signed a contract. Now, one time, YOLO sent me a contract that they wanted me to sign. And there was, you read that you had to make a video, and the video had to be a certain length, but they were not telling you what to put in that video, So you don't sell your integrity. Never sell your integrity. And if somebody sends you something completely free or sends you something without you asking, you definitely have no obligation. You're not even obligated to make a video for them. You might feel like you should, but you don't have to because you didn't ask for that. They didn't tell you ahead of time. Now, be careful. There are so many scammers who will put PDFs that have not spyware, but malware embedded in them. So if you are not expecting an email from a company, do not open the PDFs that come with it. Just assume they have viruses, that it's a scam. I have gotten those. I've gotten those emails that say, oh, yeah, we want to work with you. Just read through our contract, da-da-da-da-da. No, a legitimate business knows they need to contact you first to say, are you interested in working with us? Here's what we're proposing. If you like that, then reach out, email back, and you got to be even careful then. So make sure you check the heck out of the links that they send you. Make sure you don't click on anything without verifying that it is definitely the websites that they claim that they are. So, and even so, there's been some really sophisticated social networking. So you just got to be careful. You got to be careful. And PDFs are the magic they often use to try to get your YouTube channel away from you. So you got to be careful. Because one thing is, unless you log out of your YouTube channel, log out of your browser on your YouTube channel, well, hey, if they get a gremlin on your computer and go in your browser, they can take over your YouTube channel, delete all your content, put cryptocurrency videos on there, stuff like that. I'm going to cough again. I'm so sorry. All right. Yeah. Yes, Amy, thank you so much. Yes, that is definitely a true story. Sad but true. Great advice or reminder. Be careful. There are lots of good people out there, but there are people out there that are evil, unfortunately. Luckily, the ratio of good people to evil people is way on the good side. So, yeah, just be aware of that. So just something to think about. All right, that's it. That's our show for tonight. It did not go quite the way I'd planned, but it's okay. I did give you some good information. Hopefully, I probably need to go make a different video and present this information in a more condensed form, because I was all over the place though. But I thank you guys so much for coming to hang out with me. If you like this kind of stuff, hey, if you like my video, it's my B cam. I don't know. Okay, no B cam. All right. Well, this is the part where I do the outro. I'm supposed to tell you to... Oh, wait, I do have merch. Is it going to work? Yeah. If you go to my merch channel... I have to click the button here somewhere. Anyway, if you go to if you go to shop.techtroublemaker.com and use code Trouble, you'll save $5 off of anything that's on my channel, on my merch page. But anyway, just there you go. John, I hyped it. Everybody have a great weekend. Thank you so much for coming by. I hope you have a great week. Here's the part where I was supposed to do the outro. Yeah, okay. The outro actually worked, so cool. All right. Bye, everybody. See ya. Thanks for watching. Have a great week. See you in the funny papers.